Hi, Madeline Lowry, nutritional therapy practitioner and MAP method practitioner. Today, I want to talk about chronic fatigue and how we use the MAP method to address it. First, what is MAP? The MAP method is a very new method of advanced neural retraining. So what is advanced neural retraining? So if you think about, if you've ever experienced EMDR or tapping, you're familiar with the idea that we can take a painful emotional memory and using this either bilateral stimulation or acupressure point stimulation, we can diffuse the painful emotional intensity around that memory. With the MAP method, we do much the same, except we've harnessed, you can think of it as we've harnessed the power of a supercomputer to do this, because we're not only working with the one memory that you can remember, a consciously held memory. We're sending the subconscious mind on a mission to neutralize all similar memories, all memories with the same emotional signature that are associated to this memory. And so the subconscious mind searches all consciously held memories and unconsciously held memories through your entire lifetime, finds all the associated ones and neutralizes them at the same time. So the painful emotional content of those memories is neutralized. You still have a memory, just doesn't have that emotional sting for you anymore. So how do we do this? The MAP method it requires initiation to the method. And so the client watches a 15-minute video. That's part one of the initiation before they come to the introductory session. And at the introductory session, we spend the first 15 to 20 minutes completing that initiation. You could also think of it as a kind of attunement, like Reiki maybe. So once you're attuned or initiated to the MAP method, then a practitioner can create a rapport with your subconscious mind. And we can provide instructions to the subconscious mind to do things like see this memory, see this painful experience. Now go and find all associated memories to this one and treat them, which means neutralize them. Separate the painful memories, replace them with neutral to positive memories, and resave the memory. So that's a brief overview of what the MAP method is. I want to talk about a few cases where I've used it with chronic fatigue, because I want to show you how by working with the subconscious mind, we can get to the root causes. By root causes here, I mean like the unconsciously held beliefs and mental structures that hold us in an experience of chronic fatigue or another kind of physical symptom, right? I'm using chronic fatigue just as an example, and how individual these sessions are for each person, what they want to achieve using the MAP session, the MAP method, because of course the MAP method is working with your subconscious mind and what's going on there. So there's no cookie cutter method, there's no recipe. Within each session, I'm working with the client with their goal, what they want to achieve. I'm providing instructions to their subconscious mind. They go through a period of treatment, so it might be 2, 3, 4 minutes of maybe it might feel like a little buzzing in your head or some rapid eye movements. So that's the rewiring going on. And then at the end of that, so I'm monitoring them the whole time, so I know when the instruction has been processed. I'll ask for some feedback. Did anything come up for you? Did you have a memory? Did you hear any words? Did you have a body sensation? Was there an image that came up for you? So anything like that that comes up during the period of treatment is a clue that the subconscious mind is providing about what the associations are. And we follow these associations to find the root causes. So in the first case I'm going to describe, we have a woman who came to me with chronic fatigue. She'd suffered for many years. And a feeling, the main emotional association she had with that was a feeling of disempowerment. So we started from there. That was our starting point, and we started to work through rounds of treatment. She experienced many physical sensations all over her body, throat tightness, muscle tightness. I don't even remember what they all were, but many physical sensations arose. She would mention them to me when I asked for feedback, and then I would do the next round of treatment and they would subside and something else would happen. So for her, it was very much a iterative process around these physical sensations that were showing up for her. We also found that we had to disempower a belief around energy and happiness and reinforce a new belief, a new unconscious belief, right, for her, so that she could achieve her goal, which was to have, unlimited energy. She reported to me at her next session that she felt that she had 80% improvement in her chronic fatigue after that sessions. So introductory sessions 60 minutes. The regular sessions are 90 minutes. So after one session, she felt like she had 80% improvement. Most people don't have that dramatic a change in one session, but I just offered this to you as an example, not a typical example, but it's an example. The next case I want to talk about is a woman who came with chronic fatigue and a feeling of fatigue and worry around that. We started working with her subconscious mind. We uncovered a lot of disempowering beliefs again. So she would describe a situation that came to her during the treatment period, and I would see the underlying belief. We would work on disempowering that. She even came up with a memory of deciding that stress was good, that stress was a motivator, right? There was a force that she could use in her life. And based on that, she hadn't connected these things before. These were all in her unconscious mind. These are just coming up for her through the rounds of treatment. She realized that she made a decision that if stress was good, she was going to take on the commitment to meet all of her family members' needs, no matter what, right? And so this belief was not serving her anymore. So we had to disempower that. And by the end of the session, she reported having a burst of energy. By the end, she could feel it, her energy level coming up. So that's another example. Third example, another woman, chronic fatigue for a long period of time, years. The main emotion she felt around this was a sense of powerlessness, also frustration. She knew consciously that this experience of chronic fatigue had arisen after a difficult period in her marriage. So she had that conscious understanding. What we uncovered by working with her subconscious mind is that, she had made certain decisions about the care of the children, and she had a certain mental construct around energy and its limited nature in her life that we had to disempower, and we replaced with a different mental construct, if you will, set of beliefs about energy and how it could be supplied in abundance throughout the day, right? So she'd been living under this construct that like energy could run out, just like gas could run out in your car. And if you feel like you're driving a car that only has a little bit of gas in it, you're constantly concerned that you might not make it through the next errand because your car's going to run out of gas. So this is the unconsciously held belief she'd been living under. So we disempowered that. And again, so through a set of MAP sessions, we keep going at the subject from different angles, uncovering layers, right, until we get to the point where this experience is lifted. And it's the same whether we're working for chronic fatigue or other physical symptoms that are not related to an acute injury or an active disease process. If this intrigues you at all, I encourage you to go onto my website and sign up either for a free consultation, 15 minutes. We can talk about what your physical symptoms are and whether MAP is appropriate. Or if you want to jump in there and sign up for your introductory MAP session, feel free to do so. You will get a link to watch a video, 15 minutes, before you show up for your session. You show up for your session with a subject that you want to work on, and we take it from there. It's fast, it's easy, it's gentle. I use it with kids and teens all the time. And I'm excited to share this remarkable technique with anyone who's interested in it. Thank you for listening.